Hello, everyone.
Hello,
And
everyone.
Hi, Danica.
Hi, Grace.
Happy
My favorite day
International
of the year
Women's
today.
Day.
Happy International Women's Day.
And we have
Take it over.
officially passed the Bechdel test.
Let's fucking go.
We've done it! The first finely aged lemon stream.
The first stream
first one.
to pass the Bechdel test.
The first ever stream to pass the Bechdel test. Real and true. Hello.
Honestly, the first conversation. Hello.
How's everyone doing?
I'm very excited.
I'm so excited for this, everyone.
It's gonna suck so bad. 4 people on stream is so hard. I love it. What better way to celebrate International Women's Day?
The crosstalk
excited to be
situation is gonna be dire, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Absolutely not.
Please give us so much money so Danica and I can be sent half a penny each. It will be cut perfectly, and
Yes.
so that's why you need to give us money so we can reach that single penny that Twitch will give Adrian and Josh.
Yes. It's so important.
Exactly.
They really do give us exactly half. They get like a laser cutter for that shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. That seems like kind of a waste of money on their end, but you know.
I'm not here to judge.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not
The
gonna
thing is,
tell them how to
Disco
run their
operates
business.
that thing so well.
That's true. God. Well,
Today we will be experiencing some wonderful misogyny, and for that we just need some recovery money because, as you can see on screen, Miles Edgeworth.
exactly. Miles
Here.
Edgeworth. He'll be there, which is very scary.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess now we can finally be misogynistic against Miles Edgeworth without getting auto-modded.
They
Yes!
God.
can't stop me.
Grace can call him a lame-ass bitch all she wants.
But yeah, this is also the first Finely Aged Lemons horror stream. Miles Edgeworth is here.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
God. Today we're playing Turnabout Beginnings. Arguably the most misogynistic case in all of Ace Attorney.
Which is wild, given one Ace Attorney is set in 1900.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow the modern ones are, like, worse.
Edgeworth being there just like adds a multiplier.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It's probably between this one and, like, Turnabout Academy if I had to rank the most misogynistic Ace Attorney
gosh.
cases.
Oh god.
Yeah, then I don't even think we'd get to the misogyny in Turnabout Academy in
No.
the time we had,
so long.
unfortunately.
It's so deep in it.
Yeah.
The one where they're just, like, trans-misogynistic for, like, 10 seconds and then just normal misogynistic for the rest of it.
Yeah.
It would have been so beautiful.
That case is insane.
It really is.
Get us to $5,000 and we will play Turnabout Academy immediately.
In one
shit.
sitting.
That, again, in my mutiny, that is what I am deciding. If we get $5,000 in donations, I am making Josh and Adrian switch us to Turnabout Academy, and we're gonna
Shit,
play
God,
it all the way through.
You know what? For $5,000, I would do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
if someone
same.
wants to give me $5,000, I'll stream
Give
Turnabout Academy.
you.
I'm sorry, you're right. Give us collectively, and I'll give a whole penny each to Danica and Grace if we.
Oh
hit
my
the
god.
For 5,000, I play a Blaze.
God. Real. Alright, shall we hop into the game and
Suppose we have to.
yeah,
Video games.
pray that all of this works as intended. Okay.
Wait, I did just remember, I believe right at the beginning of the case, like the opening cutscene, I think Phoenix talks for a bit.
Fuck. I think you're right.
Scary.
Do we want to do it the same treatment like we're deciding to do Valerie?
Yes.
All at once.
All
What
at
a
once,
great
baby!
start that'll be.
Perfect.
Let's go!
Let's do it. I think it might also be an auto-advancing cutscenes.
So
I can't
everyone
remember
be
if.
the fuck ready.
Everyone be on top of it. Everyone be ready for it.
Yeah,
Alright.
you have to. You have to.
Alright. We're going in. Turnabout beginnings,
Let's
baby.
do it.
Turnabout bees.
Just got an
Bees?
achievement for
The
starting.
girl.
Let her
her
go.
Oh, this is definitely the other flashback.
Oh, fuck.
That's Valerie. We're doing
Valerie.
it
Well,
anyway.
Well, that's still, you know. Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her!
Sorry.
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 But
But
you're not
going
going
to
get
get
a chance.
Chance. Bang!
Bang.
I'll be all sound
Awful.
effects.
Sure.
You get everything in this life, Adrian.
Okay. Alright. I'm reading through the file of my court case.
Court case.
It was the first case of my long-time mentor, Mia Fey.
I'm being the sound effects.
You did it, Beta.
I
What the
fucking
fuck?
forgot about this. What the hell?
I did not remember this shit.
Terry Falls, kidnapping, murder, death penalty.
After escaping, Falls met with the Tasmanian insurgents in Valerie Hotline. We captured our legal members at the 8 hours after his escape.
Ugh, 8 hours. Her
very
very
first
first
file.
file.
That's
right.
Recently broken
Recently
out of
broke
prison.
out of
That was a
prison.
whole year of
That is a whole
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Brian
Yeah.
met. I didn't finish reading that.
This is going great.
I know I'm decent.
6
from
years
Danica
earlier,
to
Mia
an
Fey,
Discord.
first trial.
I already need a sip of water.
February 16th, 9:24 a.m. Don't drink Not before.
Give
So I
us
actually
money
should
so
have
we can
taken a sip of
stop
water.
this.
This is the worst.
Well, it's the first Friendly Age Lemon stream where we kill women on stream.
Yeah.
Happy International Women's Day.
Happy
Happy
Women's Day,
International
everybody.
Women's Day.
Ugh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die.
I feel like I'm gonna kill a hostage.
I never should have accepted this case. Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia.
I didn't do nothing, I swear. I didn't kill nobody.
Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him.
Hi Sage,
Happy
Happy International
International
Women's
Women's
Day.
Day.
Happy International Women's
Happy
Day.
International Women's Day. I can't believe they did that for you so that you could celebrate women for an extra hour.
That's true.
That's beautiful.
No.
Thank God.
So why did you escape anyway?
God.
Like, I'm sorry.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody.
I'd do this if I had a prison ball.
Yeah.
I do this all the time anyway.
That's real.
Truly, we're always doing this.
I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere.
But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago.
Sorry. I told a little lie.
Oh boy.
But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody.
Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right?
Uh,
Like, I'm really sorry.
They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you! That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it! I didn't kill her. I could never do that.
2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed.
Oh, he didn't escape prison.
Yeah,
He
that's
escaped the
different.
wagon. Then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. ACAB, by the way.
Hey,
Real.
Cat.
Yeah.
The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped.
So that much is true. He did meet with the victim.
But I didn't kill her! She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true.
I can trust him, right? I mean, I should.
Ha! You're not going to...
I hate how this sprite makes me think of that one of Lin-Manuel Miranda, like, lip bite image.
Oh no.
I hate
What
how...
I'm doing under the screen, you just can't see it.
I hate...
By the way, let's see if I can maintain this voice the whole stream on International Women's Day. Probably not.
You're going to die.
You're not going to figure out the truth by just staring at the guy.
You don't know that.
Why are you here?
I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big, scary lion's den.
We're putting him down, sorry.
Scary.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with.
Where's Mr. Grossberg?
I ate him.
Oh, not again.
That old man is probably still in bed. Then he's clenching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Alcohol, Grossberg confirmed.
What the fuck?
I don't remember that line.
Neither do I.
I love making shit up about my boss. My boss right now.
Yeah, I
think
think that
so.
they both are employed at that firm, I believe.
Yeah.
Diego, you suck. Aren't I good enough? After
No.
all, it's me, Diego Armando.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
I didn't say
I love
So-
announcing myself.
Yeah.
Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me.
I love Mia. I love you and your knack for exposition.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
By the way, he's the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices.
Which is where I work.
Yeah.
I also work there.
No, no, no. You've got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case.
On account
You're
of how
like
fucking
fucked.
hopeless it is.
Yeah.
LMAO.
I simply would not. You're starting off with a 0% win streak for sure, but no, wouldn't put it past a woman.
Happy
Imagine
International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day, kittens. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Like physically gagged.
Yeah. Imagine an escaped death row convict for a first client.
I thought it would be funny.
Yeah.
Yay.
I thought it'd be funny
Thanks.
if we got the death row inmate off for murder too.
It'd be a really good bit.
Yeah.
It's like
It would be.
my question is like, what's the end goal here? Get him off death row?
Yeah, it's like he's still
She
a death
likes a
row inmate.
challenge.
He's still a death row inmate. He's still going to die.
I guess they still
You're right,
have to-
Goto couldn't work at McDonald's.
Yeah,
Kids be color red.
that's true.
Pentagon or otherwise.
They're gonna put him in the Pentagon McDonald's. They're going to eat him. That's what the
The
chicken
killer
nuggets
Big
are
Mac
made out
flipping
of.
up the Big Macs. Oh, I sure wish I could get out of it though.
Ha! Relax. I just heard some good news. Prosecution for today is fresh out of his diapers as well.
Please say that any other way.
Just
No.
don't. Just freaking don't. However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career.
Genius?
How has he earned a reputation as a genius if he hasn't done a single fucking case?
Bon karma pays
Rio
people.
teacher's pet.
He has a certificate that says I'm a special smart boy. You have to call me.
He
a
got one
genius.
of those elementary school presidential certificates of honor that you like freak out about when you get, and then it's like, oh, I hate the president. But you were like 8, so like, well, was I 8? Let me do some math. I don't know.
I did also get one of those. If it had to be
Yeah.
anyone, I'm glad Obama was president with that one.
Of
if it had to
the
be anybody.
choices.
Yeah.
Alas. Genius?
Well, it's about time to head in, kitten.
Music's
Wow.
back.
Music's back.
Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. Then we can watch Cats 2019.
Jesus.
God.
Stop.
A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place, especially if you're watching Cats 2019 in there.
God, I can't imagine.
And that's what my client ran away from.
I would too.
Yeah.
Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice, oh,
Hmm.
I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth.
Truth and red, sorry.
She just got a vibe that he was a chill guy, I
It's
guess.
some real innocent vibes.
Yeah, getting some real innocent vibes from this guy.
OMG, just like the real justice system.
True.
Even then, Edgeworth had the dumpy.
Oh my god. I didn't even think to check.
The what?
The dumpy.
Do you not check
Edgeworth has a fat ass.
Dumpy daily?
You can see it when they do the wide shot of the courtroom.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls.
Remember, kitten, keep an eye on that Edgeworth's Dumpy.
Jesus.
Okay. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh god. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey.
Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
So you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age.
At 20, Your Honor. Fucking baby.
I'm also here, by the way.
Yeah.
I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh?
Bro, it's my first case.
Yeah.
You can't lose, not to someone younger than you.
So real. Anytime I watch Great British Bake Off, I get so mad that there's like 18-year-olds on it. I've started
Yeah.
watching Great British Bake Off recently, and I just get so mad that they let 18-year-olds on here do good.
Yeah, it's
I
fucked up.
completely feel that.
Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct?
Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day that the defendant escaped, a police woman was murdered.
Happy Women's Day.
Happy
Happy
International,
International Women's Day.
Now, I may oppose women in the workforce, but it was on International Women's Day.
So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death?
You should know
I'm the
this
lawyer, I just don't
before.
know.
Yeah. You should
I'm
know
not
this
just a
before you
girl.
come to court.
Come on, kitten. This isn't the tutorial case.
It's mine.
You got it, kitten. This sucks so
Why is it
bad.
capitalized?
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
Proper noun, kitten.
Well then, Mr.
That's my
Ed-
name.
Yeah, well that's her middle name. They just it never comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Mia, Kitten, Faye.
Exactly. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement.
Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and
Jesus.
murder. Am I boring you, Judge?
No, that was Dick
Your Honor.
Gumshoe off in the corners taking a little nappy now.
I thought you were gonna say it was Melissa.
Now, Adrian, remind me which of these are crimes and not crimes?
It's just murder.
Yeah,
Okay.
kidnapping
Thank
and
you.
extortion are legal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Awesome.
The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. Unlike me, who was big and 15 years old.
A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. We could do that back in those days. They could be 4 days long. Ah, sorry, I
Correct.
skipped.
But in the end, it was something because of a certain witness's testimony.
They don't have a log in this one either. This port is so ass.
Yeah. I'm so good at remembering, though.
You are.
Remembering champion. Witness's testimony.
She's always remembering shit.
Wow, witness.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Witness from
we gotta
Hit Game
buy-
Paradise Killer.
Caustic nostril.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But if you're gonna
Jesus.
be here, at least get us to our $5,000 dono go. So
Literally.
we can learn about Academy.
Please.
Yeah, you should put a donation tracker on stream.
Yeah. Let's stop for 20 minutes to do that right now because yes, I do not think you were here quite yet, but I unilaterally decided that if we reach $5,000 in donations, we will switch to Turnabout Academy and play it all the way through.
Yep.
So obviously you, Sage, can get us to that easily. Like,
Yeah, famously.
we all know.
Yeah, you're
this
rolling
to
in
be
it, right?
true, so-
Yeah, we know you make a lot of money at your current job, so
Yeah,
you
so
can-
just
As we
throw
all
us-
do.
So
yeah.
just throw us that 5K, yeah.
I know
Yeah,
that's
if I
pocket
wasn't
change
here-
for ya.
Yeah.
If I weren't here, I could easily throw it from my hostess job.
Right, exactly.
The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified
Wait, are you
against
telling me that
him.
Terry Falls is a criminal?
Holy shit.
Oh my god! Guys, we have to bail. I
Yeah.
didn't think this guy was a
Why
criminal.
did I sign up? I had no idea.
I had no idea he was a fucking criminal. No one told me.
I don't want to defend a criminal, that's scary. The fucking psychiatrist post on Tumblr is in my head every day.
Well, what's the post?
It's like it was someone like in school to be a psychiatrist, and I talk about, guys, now I'm kind of nervous to be a psychiatrist because I'm learning about like certain people's thoughts and they sound scary. What if I get a client who thinks scary things?
Oh my god.
It's like, yeah, man, you're studying psych. I don't know what to tell you.
Guys, we have to bail. I knew all about his escaping from prison, had no idea about the crime thing.
I didn't realize he was a convicted criminal.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Scary. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river.
Your Honor, have you considered that you are mad because you are angry?
Oh,
No one's
think
talking
about
about
no,
this.
I haven't.
Can't say I have.
This
For
is why.
those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current.
For its body hiding properties.
Yeah.
Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
Exactly. Known for its body
many
hiding
bodies that fall in.
properties.
Yeah. Bodies are falling in there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Left and right.
Yeah.
So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away.
That policewoman you just mentioned. That wouldn't be.
Happy National Wednesday.
Exactly. The victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago.
Happy Women's Day.
Happy National Women's
Happy
Day.
National Women's Day. Good night.
Yeah.
I just don't see why there can't be a happy International Men's Day. Do not freaking clip that. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne.
Aha! I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago. With only one thing on his mind. To take revenge against the woman who convicted him.
I don't think you can say that, Judge.
I can and I will. Mm.
Okay.
You better live up to the standard.
I will. The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Why?
Well, what was the thing that Judge said all the time last night? I've ruminated on the facts.
Oh yeah.
Steeped in them.
Drifted through the grain. They had a lot to say.
Steeped in the waters of veracity or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. The Paradise Killer culminates in a trial because you're like solving a murder. It's a really good game. I would recommend it. We have it in the Steam
Please
thing.
play Paradise Killer. It's really good.
But we like finished Paradise Killer last night on stream, and there's a character, Judge, who is just constantly speaking in extremely convoluted metaphors about like truth and justice. And every single time you accuse somebody of a crime, they have the same fucking monologue. That's like when they're like deciding if you provided sufficient evidence, where it's just like, I have pondered the grains of truth. I've steeped it in the waters of veracity. If it's like 5 sentences long, that's all just shit like that. That is nothing.
That's amazing.
It's phenomenal.
And men are like colonies of bacteria, by the way.
And men are like colonies of bacteria.
Judge says this.
Go to West Judge.
Yeah.
Men are like colonies of bacteria.
Judge will also say shit like that after saying we don't have very much time. The island is literally about to like blip out of existence, and they will still spend
Yeah.
that amount of time saying shit like that. It's so beautiful to me.
Amazing. Anyway. Huh?
Yes, yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty.
Your Honor, what the fuck? Objection!
There's not
Wait
a
a minute,
character
that's not
named.
right.
There's surprisingly not a character named Sage, although it would be credible for it to be. But there is a Grace and a Leon in
Yeah.
Paradise Killer.
And they're both dead.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're both
Yeah,
dead.
we are both dead.
Grace Bloodlines and Leon Disaster. And they're both murder victims.
Ooh, wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor.
Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice.
Misogyny
Happy Women's
wins.
Day.
Misogyny.
I'm gonna blow this man up. I'm gonna kill him.
Young man.
Young man.
Young man.
Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders.
Dono.
God.
Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite. You bitch.
Whore.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness.
I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case.
Investigation?
Investigation? Well, this is just like...
OMG.
Wow, Investigation Freak Friday is back.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Witness, state your name and occupation.
Gumshoe! Dick Gumshoe! I'm the homicide detective in charge of this case, sir!
One sec.
Hideyoshi, my beloved.
It kind of is just your Hideyoshi. It's good, keep it, I like it.
Yes.
Umineko has 50 billion voices, we're allowed to reuse them.
I
Yeah.
finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago!
I don't believe anyone asked you about that.
No one
Wow!
asked.
I'm searching through the entire courtroom to find someone who asked.
Haters!
Hey, ma'am! You got any idea how much work it takes?
What is it?
You're really gorgeous!
Oh my fucking
Happy
god!
about
Yeah.
Wednesday.
This is so much worse than I remember.
It's literally so bad. The judge says he doesn't like her tone. And the police witness calls her gorgeous immediately.
God, this sucks.
This
Another
is
judge
literally
calls,
working a job as a woman.
Yeah, then the judge calls
Yeah.
Dahlia scrumptious.
Jesus.
I forgot about that. It's
Scrumptious
crazy.
is a double-double.
Oh, God.
No, seriously, my heart, I'm aching for you.
This is why y'all need to pay us $5,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise,
I'll
he'll
kill
write
you.
you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache.
What else?
Yeah, what?
What did you mean by
Let's
that?
just
I
say
got it.
your peatness.
Now, detective, tell us about the incident.
Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss.
That much is already stated in the autopsy report.
The autopsy.
His accent is not a real one that any human has had. And that's beautiful.
Absolutely, I get it. I just wait for him to say sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry?
The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself.
Yes, sir! I gotcha! Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. This aerial area map. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspensions bridge. The river runs underneath this Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. Just stabbing her in the back, the killer carried back to the car.
Carried the victim back to his car.
I'm not doing a second take on any of these line reads.
Got it. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, that's why I'm not doing second takes. He's captured at a police checkpoint as he is trying to make his getaway, sir.
I see.
I do like the direction that you're going with his hymns. It's like legally distinct from the normal judges' hymns, but like they're still fun.
Yeah, I'm going
Real
for something,
old man.
yeah, somewhat more understated than your tendencies, but still.
No, more understated than Adrian.
Dusky Bridge map added to the court record.
Cock.
Sure. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge?
The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Fortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge.
Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there.
Your Honor,
Get fucked.
if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge
Certain
that
mention.
day.
Certainty mentioned.
Certainty mention.
The thing is about certainty and Miles Edgeworth is I'll get into it later when we don't spoil Mineko.
Yeah. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony.
I do appreciate that he was immediately like, Mia, I don't like your tone. Then Edgeworth, I don't like your finger waggles. So he's just a whiny bitch.
Yeah. This man's not sure how he feels about anything.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Okay, now. Listen carefully, kitten. I almost forgot about him.
I did forget about him.
One little mistake and the sky will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
It's a joke about because Edgeworth looks British.
Yeah.
British.
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Arthur went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. That's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain.
Adrian, and I know again you do not know everything I'll answer, but in a police station, can they insert a word like brutally into murdered, or would you be allowed to object to that, whether it's sustained or not?
I do believe you could object to that because I know that they're certain. I don't know if that's enough for an objection, but it definitely could be used because
yeah.
They're using incredibly biased language or incredibly gory photos specifically to color people's biases is something that is highly frowned upon and indeed objectionable.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that, but yeah, to say brutally murdered is kind of charged.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, I don't think that's you could get away with objecting. I don't know if it'll be abstained, but I think you could probably say something about that, conjecture. It's
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, don't quote me on that though.
Yeah. That is what I figured. That is a case of you probably won't get in trouble for objecting to that. You can object, but it just won't necessarily be sustained. It depends on a lot of factors.
Yeah, you could object to a lot of things, but it's just whether or not you sustain it, but the fact that you have the objection on record can also sometimes just be important.
Yeah, so you could object to it, it gets overruled, but they kind of get a stern glance.
Yeah,
hey, watch yourself.
Yeah, it'll be on the record, and it will show that anyone reviewing that, or for the jury, or for the audience, of hey, this is this is something that you can object to. This is something that's clouding judgment. Sometimes you can still object to something to get a point across, even if it's not sustained.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And it's also now that if it happens again, then it's kind of well, come on.
Yeah, I would say I have not studied criminal law in any sort of way, so again, don't quote me on that. I'm just going off of what I know from my small studies into various types of civil law.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not establishing a client attorney relationship with anyone here. I'm not qualified to give legal advice. I'm covering my ass right now.
Yeah.
I'm establishing a client-attorney relationship with all of you.
Shit.
Well, not with me. I've already covered my ass. You can't sue me now.
Yeah.
I'm protected.
Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge.
God, I heard established. I was I have not established a client-attorney privilege!
You may not have established client-attorney relationship, but you have established the importance of the bridge.
Naturally.
I hate him.
Bitch.
Or...
Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Coming right up. Why the fuck did I say that?
I know you used to work in some sort of food service job. I know you used to bartend, Mia.
She gives me barista vibes.
I could see that. She was definitely in some kind of, like, hospitality.
I can see her as a bartender so bad.
Yeah.
True.
She used to serve people beverages,
as a
we all
shitty
know.
bartender, I can endorse this. Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee.
I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here.
A courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright. Especially for a beginner.
It's also February.
True.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here.
Ha! You got me there.
The defendant's not a beginner. He's been accused of crimes before.
This is true.
This is not his first rodeo.
But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kitten.
Yeah.
It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Yeah. Just remember, those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching.
She's so
Jesus
real.
Christ, I have the worst headache.
Yeah.
Cramming for your first trial.
Yeah.
It's okay, Mia. You watched
I'm
my
not reading
cousin
all that
Vinny
shit out
last
again.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Are
don't
we-
have to.
How do we want to approach it? Do we want to just do right answers, or do we want to do like a press everything approach?
If we want to make any progress in this game, I think we should not do pressing on everything. Just kind of do the necessities.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right.
Unless there's a funny press.
That's true.
I was gonna say
You
that
won't
too.
know those.
Yeah, I won't remember.
Me either, but that's fine. I'm just trying to.
We could at least try to, like, figure it out, maybe. Discuss, since it's been a while for everyone.
That's true.
That's been a while.
Okay, you can right click to go back. That's good to know.
Okay. I say that like I can right click it.
Yeah.
That's when she was brutally murdered, so...
I wonder if we can have Mia actually object
I
to
was gonna say,
that.
can we press that one?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Let's get. We can try it.
Got it. Was the body of the victim discovered right away?
Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say, "Don't move. We got you surrounded."
Wait a second. Is there something weird about that?
We chanced into it. The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call
That's
to
Mia.
someone else.
Oh wait, I was just gonna say.
I'm sorry, he looked at the camera.
He did.
Damn,
Hey,
dude,
look
that
at
was
the
a
camera.
really good. That was really good Diego Armando impression.
Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right?
Huh. If that's what had happened, then she wouldn't have been killed.
Gumshoe.
Fuck. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I'd noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive.
I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone.
Gumshoe's voice is already killing me.
You don't have to do this.
He's only here. He's only going to be here for a little while. Like, I think he only has this
Yeah.
one testimony, and then he's
Okay.
gone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm
What
doing
is
it.
our evidence?
That's a great question.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that too.
Autopsy report
Important.
and the bridge map.
So, between 4 and 5 p.m., so it has to be something with the timing, I assume. So what are our statements that have to do with timing?
Designated time?
Designated time?
Yeah, we can do that.
A bridge up in the mountains, but why meet there?
This is a very, very important place in Red. The defendant, that's why.
What do you mean by that?
If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge.
Yes! I never saw any of this coming, guys.
This is crazy.
No way.
Very place where Sergeant Arthur arrested and handcuffed Mr. Fowles.
Ha! Returning to the scene of a crime. How nostalgic.
Sure, man.
Maybe oppress everything anyway.
Okay, but did he say it in red?
Yeah. Makes you think.
Oh yeah, Gumshoe can speak in Red, which means...
Which could mean nothing.
Could mean nothing. This unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right?
Sorry, but I'm afraid I do!
Well, then it's not unknown, is it?
What?
The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Fowles.
What? The defendant? The defendant called her?
Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Fowles.
A note?
Yeah, a top secret memo that she left in her desk.
Okay, so yeah, we needed
There we
this,
go.
and then I assume we can do the timing.
Probably.
It's like, why wasn't that being added to our evidence of our earlier objection to press?
Yeah, I think they assume you're gonna go
Yeah.
in order, because I think you do also
No.
need to press the fourth statement, so, but they're like... That's why they're suddenly... They talk about Falls being the one who made the phone call in that press, but then they act
Yeah.
surprised to learn it here.
Yeah.
This game sucks, literally unplayable.
They do kind of the same thing with the like dialogue options outside of court.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Someone got thrown off a bridge for this.
According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls.
Ugh, whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me?
Ha! Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now.
What's Discovery? I never heard of it.
Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. Good advice.
It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Hey, now, don't make that face at me! I just said it because the prosecutor told me to.
Is that a trap?
What the fuck?
He looks like a
That
baby.
cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky.
Cute in that he looks like a preschooler to
Yeah.
her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Which
cute in a
is
little
how
way.
22-years feel about 20-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
That little pout is not helping with the cute face allegations.
It is not a
Really?
pout, it is a pensive face.
Ah, wait, I didn't mean to press that. I meant to open the court record. Fuck.
It's okay, we can look at the court record. Alright, we did it right.
Yeah, we did this one already, so I'm just...
That's alright. Okay.
So we got the autopsy report, died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. We got the May up.
The
Oh
mayo.
my gosh, 4:30.
Oh my gosh. talk to Dahlia.
Oh my god, it was February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Val.
Wow.
Alright. Wear white scarf for identification.
Did we press that one?
I don't think we did press this one yet.
Mr. Falls had a car then?
Literally, how?
Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, man.
Sure.
That's better for
Defending the victim up there by car. I mean, how else, right?
What? You mean the defendant drove his own car?
No, of course not. It was stolen. Stole from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light.
On Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day?
Valentine's
Well-
Day.
I don't think the crime was on Valentine's Day. Was it?
Oh,
I think it
it might have
was.
been. This is the
he-
16th.
Very importantly, he said, I'm not sure how. Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves, which is insane.
I'm not
Is
sure
this
how
not
I
sure
feel
about
about car
feels about
thieves.
anything?
Like, as a judge, I think you should know how you feel about car thieves as a judge.
As a
even
judge-
if your personal opinion is different.
Yeah, you should have a
You do not
professional
feel
opinion
such
on
a
car
way.
thieves.
But you should at least know how you feel.
Yeah.
This photo is a stolen car trunk.
Got it in one.
Yeah.
This photo is a stolen car trunk.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Naturally,
no,
that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there.
Whoa! That doesn't look too comfortable.
She's dead.
It's dead, Your Honor. The victim. She was stabbed in the back, correct?
Yeah.
Huh. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the
What
what?
the fuck are you talking
That's an
about?
entire woman.
Hi, I'm transphobic.
Jesus. We're talking about a woman here. Happy International Women's Day.
I don't
Happy
see
to-
gender.
Okay.
I don't see gender.
You can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back real nice and firm. Right, real comfy, right in between the ribs. Looked so good. For like, I think that would be good for me.
The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information.
No, it's not.
Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? Outside of the body, I mean.
It was adorable photo. Here's a photo of the trunk. I don't see anything strange, do you? Anyways.
Here it is.
There we go.
Yeah,
I
we got
hate
it.
how
We
doing the
got it.
uwu voice is easier on my throat than doing the other voice.
That's surprising. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do that for Dolly? For Melissa?
Okay, I'm just thinking. It's gotta be that she doesn't have the scarf
White
on, yeah?
scarf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
We'll see if it takes this or if we have to like I don't know. You know how Ace
Objection.
Attorney is.
Yeah.
Witness!
Yeah.
And
What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye?
I'm sorry, I totally forgot what I was going to say.
Come on!
This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that.
Her wrist looks really fucked up now that I look at it.
It kind of does.
she just like mine.
You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this.
Huh. Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy?
Still capitalized. Candy?
Hey,
Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee.
Come on, Mia, shake it off. You're a lawyer.
You are so mean
Detective!
to everyone.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am!
That was a certainly nicer "you're a baby" comment than Edgeworth's. But I suppose in Edgeworth's he said also, so...
Yeah.
This photo.
Hit the
He
button.
said that there was nothing.
Look at this photograph button.
Oh,
Oh.
there we go. I don't
Let's
think
go.
it comes through on Discord.
Oh,
but
It does not come through on Discord.
Yeah.
I think it did.
Grace and Danica can't hear it, but Stream can.
This is so sad.
You said that there's nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I said!
Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim.
No!
Harry!
It very clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. See, I can speak in red too. Caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. Thus, this special request.
Oh my god, prosopagnosia? That
They
hurt.
never have that shit in visual novels.
I'm sorry.
Not once.
Yeah. Visual novels will never have a killer with prosopagnosia. It's never happened before.
Well, also, he's been in jail in, like, solitary confinement for, 5-6 years?
Yeah.
5 years.
I would forget
It was
how
not
everyone...
a sin of 6
Regardless
years
of
ago,
me having
sorry.
prosopagnosia, I would forget how
yeah.
everyone who I ever loved looked like. You also forget how to talk.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo.
Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am.
And you stopped there? You should have looked for it.
The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this?
Huh.
That's all.
That's a really good noise.
It's really good.
Thank
That's a
you.
really good noise.
He would fucking do that.
I see the defense is a little lacking.
We gotta kill this guy.
We need to.
10 years in the guillotine.
What?
Scarf you are searching for so desperately for. Is it
10
this
years in
one,
the guillotine.
perchance?
Why is it fucking clear?
Li-
Also, it's not that one. It's not white.
It's literally not white.
not white. How? If we don't say this immediately, I'm gonna hate the game so bad.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Sissel.
Sister.
Are you done
Ah.
sleeping in my bed? Are you
So,
still
so
in-
what do you have to say for International Women's Day?
Sissel,
I hate women. They're scary. They're loud.
Wait, no, Cecil probably likes women because he likes Jamie, which is like the
That's
only
true.
woman he ever interacts. The only woman he interacts with usually is either Jamie, who he loves, or my mom, who he's afraid of.
I feel like about half the people we've had over are women, and he has mixed opinions on them. Sissel's
He also has
view of
mixed
women is nuanced.
Cecil also has a mixed opinion. Have we ever had men over?
That's a great question.
Richard.
Richard's been over.
Richard's been over.
He
One
might.
single man for Dana.
Your brother's been over once or twice.
Yeah, Elliot's been over like maybe once.
Yeah. So Sissel's met men before.
Been exposed to some of the genders of the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So how many genders do you think there are?
Too many.
So you can't say that.
He acknowledges all of them, but he's
Yeah.
just like, come on.
Come on, I can't remember them. I need a flowchart for it. I need a fucking guide to all of them. It would be really helpful, but no one's ever made one for me.
It is your line.
Facts.
Where did you find that,
On Dusky Bridge, I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation.
I don't
You
think you
can't
can
do that.
Yeah. I don't think you can just decide to do that.
You can't just
I
do that.
chose to, and I took evidence.
But also, Diego saw that and took notes for the stolen turnabout, because he was like, oh, I have it right here.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
place is in my pocket.
God.
You can't just
Why
do that,
did you tell me?
We're not friends.
Cecil is really just hanging out, despite me messing with him this whole time.
Oh.
I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. It's
Okay.
not a purse. It's not a purse.
It's a
By
satchel.
the way,
Oh, is it called purse because they're personal?
I don't think that's the reason, though. It's kind of
That would be
that's
crazy.
interesting. There's no way.
Absolutely not, but like, what if?
Hang on, I'll look at my
Purse is
online
just
etymology
like
dictionary.
bag.
I love you.
Purse.
Everyone always calls it a purse and it isn't, and I'm never mad about it, but to state it clearly for the court.
Damn, Mr. Edgeworth, I didn't know you carried a purse with you.
Okay. Purse from Old English pursa, little bag or pouch made of leather, especially for carrying
Yeah.
money. From medieval Latin bursa, leather purse.
Oh.
From late Latin bursa, variant of bursa, hide, from Greek, hide, leather. So it's like derived from words for leather, basically, and like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it's
Is that where they also got the word bursar?
probably.
Because, like, that's
Fascinating.
money.
Let me see. Sorry, this is an etymology stream now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When the fuck
You all signed up
isn't
for
it?
this.
That's like a classic finely aged lemons tangent.
That's true. Yes, it is. It's bursa comes from bursa, bag or purse. Yeah, so they have the same. They're cousins,
Oh, gee.
which makes sense because they do like finances. They're treasurers.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's interesting. Educational.
Hell yeah.
This International Women's Day stream is educational.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's the safest place I know.
Sometimes when I'm feeling scared, I crawl.
Take them
I put it
bitches.
over my head to keep me calm.
But I don't get scared because I am 20 years old. That was the old me.
I'm of course a grown adult now, completely finished developing.
Normal.
Obviously.
Can you get over how his face looks so fucked up, like the young version is?
It really does.
And it's
Huh.
not that bad in investigations, but here it's
Yeah.
it's really funny.
That hotshot sure is a flair for the dramatic.
The
You know what
HDR.
I mean.
The HD trilogy art is a little. She's a little.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
a little scuffed.
It's not exactly white as the caller requested. But as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. No.
It looks like it spent some time in the mud.
Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mountain that day.
Classic
Okay, but just water doesn't do that. Prosecutor
Yeah.
Edgeworth, He was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time.
That's true. It wouldn't get muddy just from it raining.
Yeah.
Those
No,
magics.
that's how it works. I learned the water cycle.
It's one of those funny, like, cool, like, fabrics that change color when you get it wet.
True, it's thermal.
Yeah.
And it's still wet, even now.
Even now.
My satchel is not wet.
The court will accept the scarf into evidence.
Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself.
We gotta kill this guy.
I brought a gun
Badly.
with me.
I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is alright with you, isn't it, Miss Faye?
Oh, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck?
Same. Very good! Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business. God. I know the line read wasn't meant to be that insufferable, but I had to.
Oh yeah, after that, absolutely.
There was real rage in me for a second. That was very
I
good.
know.
Yeah.
I literally remembered my fucking the high school teachers.
God.
Oh god. Ugh.
The prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that
That's
Miss
soft evidence.
Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on the bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there.
That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Arrgh, everything is moving at his whim.
Ah,
Don't forget, kitten. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius.
Genius, huh?
Staring. I don't see it.
Come on. Cecil, who comes in?
Gumshoe?
Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place.
You are so good at doing that.
His photo's accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day, unfortunately. It's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back.
Shut up.
That must have been when the scarf... Okay.
No, there's just so much Ace Attorney stuff that's just like, shut the fuck up.
I was role-playing as Gumshoe in that
I
moment.
know.
If you want to tell him to shut up, he'll do it.
Continue.
Off.
Like the game.
Like the game.
I still haven't beat off.
I'm hoping
Don't
to
you
this
say that.
weekend, but I'm pretty busy.
I really want to beat off one of these days.
I've just been trying for years. I haven't quite figured out how to beat off yet. Do you think there's any online tutorials?
You think I can find a good like guide? The
Oh,
giant
anyone
centipede
here
above him
beat
is
off
not
yet?
disappearing. No, was that Grace?
Anyone here beat off yet?
I'm looking for some help.
That's the problem with people these days. They don't want to beat off.
Yeah.
No one wants to help me beat off.
Oh, if you could just give me a hand, it'd help a lot. And me beating off, you know.
God.
We are professional.
We really are.
Educational
Really?
stream.
Exactly.
We'll teach you how to beat off.
I've never actually played off.
I watched a playthrough of it. I can't say I've beat off myself.
I've not seen a single moment of it.
I've never masturbated in my life.
Why would you bring that up? That's entirely irrelevant, Adrian. Non sequitur.
You know, I said in the call before we started this stream that it was really, I was looking forward to having a real good stupid stream. We hadn't had one like that in a while. Proud of all of us.
We have freaking achieved. I would never
Let's go all
betray
beat
your
off together
expectations.
later.
Kill you.
Hell yeah. Repeat all session.
Next stream, us beating off live.
I'm gonna die because of this.
Well, now we know what to do for the between episode 5 and 6.
I'll determine the 2 funniest episodes to put that between. We'll see. Looking at this photo. I played look at this photograph.
Hurt.
Beating off always hurts me.
Oh. I'm sorry.
You really get the sense that this bridge is very high up.
It is about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below.
Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway?
Normal witness. Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party.
I don't believe
Can
you.
he, like, show that photo before explaining where it's from?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Wait,
Like,
I misunderstood what you said. Sorry, what did you say?
Like, the fact that he just, like, shows that photo, he's like, oh, here's what the bridge looks like. By the way, this was taken by a witness. Like, it seems like in real life I could see like that being legit, but in this situation it's like kind of
I think he would have to disclose who his witness is, and if he can't disclose who his witness is, he'd have to give out a good reason. I believe.
Yeah.
But I'm not totally brushed up on my evidence law at the moment, so.
You gotta get the book from
Yeah,
Bryce
I don't
Matthews.
have evidence law for babies yet.
Yeah.
Sad.
Aha, a potential witness. Why isn't this person in the courtroom?
Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify.
The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor.
That's not a
unlike
reason.
me.
That's not a reason why you can't testify, for the record.
I was gonna ask, like, if you witness a crime, do you have, like, a legal obligation to testify if your testimony would be, like, instrumental? Like, can they make you?
Yeah, they can force you
you're
to testify, but you don't have to,
subpoenaed,
like, tell people that you saw the crime.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, they can subpoena you for stuff like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, if you don't follow the subpoena, I think they could be like, hey,
Yeah.
hi,
Contempt?
we're in your house. I don't really think they could get right into your house, but, like,
You can get in trouble. I see.
but it's just kind of like, you wouldn't be surprised getting dragged to court to give a testimony.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify.
That's not
There's
good.
no way that's how that works.
It doesn't work like that.
I feel like because we have a photo that they took, we actually have more reason to compel them to testify.
You can't just present evidence and then, like, say, oh, this is the context of it. A witness.
It's my
needs
witness. She
explain
goes
the
to another
context.
school.
Yeah. Oh, my witness lives
She
in
goes to school
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
Like, again, no, this is just, again, I kind of know, but I'm just asking that rhetorical. Don't you need to, like, always have a witness, like, explain that, but you can't say, this is a photo of the crime. You have to ask the witness, what is this a photo of?
I don't think you need to do that for all of that, because before you do so, you can do things where you can just agree and, like, verify stuff beforehand.
Yeah.
And, like, you can get both parties to agree, like, yes, we both know this information, we don't need to get tons of verification for it.
Yeah.
So, if they wanted to just be like, here's the photo of the crime. They'd have to get everyone to agree, like, yes, we agree that this is a photo of a crime. We don't need to dig into this. We already know all the history of it. But
so if a photo, like, is sufficiently explanatory by itself...
Yeah, like, but still, you need to, like, all evidence needs to be verified. And sometimes the verification can just be, like, we all agree, and this is what it is. And sometimes you need extra stuff, like proving that this is legitimate stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I assume, like, for example, like, crime scene photos taken by the police, although I guess there's probably, like, procedure for that. But, you know, those, they maybe don't need to, like, prove on account of...
Well, they would be proving it by going through, like, the police department. Like...
Right.
But you wouldn't have
like
to
this
drag a
photo.
witness for every single, like, picture ever taken or every single piece of evidence ever found, though sometimes that might be useful, but just, like, all evidence needs to be verified via some means. And just being like,
Makes sense.
this is from an anonymous witness. I didn't tell anyone about this photo beforehand.
I just
They don't want
randomly
us to tell
received
you
this in
who
the
it
mail
is,
this
unless
morning.
they're specifically, like, fucking witness even like protected witnesses still have to come in to testify, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Just maybe, like, extra measures are taken to protect their...
Yes. I know
Put
this
you in a
specifically because
mail
I think there was a
truck.
case in our own courthouse where someone illicitly recorded a witness protected witness,
Ah.
and
Oh,
bad
shit.
things happened.
I bet.
Yeah.
One
Which is
can
why you're not allowed to
imagine.
bring cell phones into the courthouse at all anymore. Except for me, because I'm the courthouse special princess.
You could do whatever you want forever. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Where'd the audio go?
Where did the audio go?
Ace Attorney does this sometimes.
Oh,
to me
no!
after long.
Oh my fucking god, we had the headphones pulled out and I don't know how long.
I'm so sorry. I don't even know
Well, there's
when
no
they got
music
pulled
right now
out.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know how much of you two talking that we would have missed.
Not. I feel like y'all responded to us
Okay.
pretty
We did.
extensively.
Well, that's good.
So, as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge.
Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now.
I've ruminated on the facts.
Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty.
Not again. That's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean?
Perfect.
Really good, thank you.
One just had to. Okay, this one is the fucking obvious.
It's
Shut
a
the fuck up, Ace
bridge.
Attorney. Why are you even making us do this?
That's what there is an eyewitness.
Just shut up. Just shut up.
Ace Attorney, I'm gonna start killing the hostages.
Case closed, dog.
Alright.
From behind. Your Honor, how the fuck did he do that?
Literally did it from behind and stabbed her from behind, like it shows in this photo.
I will say we can't present the photo on this, but we do have to press it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Holy
Crazy that we
Can't
can present
present
the
a photo on that? That's so dumb.
Well, the photo doesn't
That is
prove.
wild.
The photo only proves that they faced each other at some point. It doesn't prove that she never turned around.
But that's stupid.
It is.
She would have run off the bridge, though. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well?
Of course it is! He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on his stomach.
I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal.
Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed?
It's me, I pushed him.
Oh wait,
It
I
doesn't
think
mean
it's
that you
I
go down
think
like that
that
once.
Terry Falls is the one who's blocking off the exit to Dusky Bridge, so for him to... If she was trying to run away, she would not be turning her back to him, I think, is the...
Yeah.
It's something a little bit more stupid than that.
Oh, okay. I believe you.
With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian.
Oh, I wonder.
First of all, pronouncing brutal like that is not specifically Canadian English.
That's just how it's pronounced.
Second,
We all say it like that.
why is mind-boggling tales
So funny.
so
Canadians
Canadian?
are always doing this.
Canadians always have their mind-boggling tales.
Famous Canada fact.
True. They all do. Every single one of them has mind-boggling tales. I'm just
They're
like,
all
yeah,
furries.
are they asserting that Americans say brutal? Because we don't.
I know I often hid my T's pretty precisely because I was in speech therapy for like 8 years, so just like, I often like, again, I feel that after it's been a while since I was in speech therapy, I found a more natural pattern of speech, but I know, again, just very funny that like one day while I was volunteering, like, one of the staff was like, oh, you know, I could definitely tell you were in speech therapy, which is really funny if you don't know he's a speech therapist himself, and it just sounds really
He's got
mean.
vibes.
I remember when you said that at one point, you had to clarify that because I remember UB was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, I simply don't believe that brutal is a specifically Canadian thing. It's not.
There's no way.
It's really not.
Ha! Save your nasty look for the right person.
Huh?
She hates Canadians so much. Take a look. Poor baby. Why are you like this?
Why would he say this?
Why would he
say those words?
I don't want to
I
say
brought a
it,
gun with me to court.
the cord How do I deliver this?
I don't know.
You know what you have to do.
Ah!
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Right? The court record seems to have wet itself.
Hey, watch where you spill your coffee.
What's his fucking problem?
Dude, do you have something you want to say?
Better
was
like
never-
colonies of bacteria. Court record, huh? I have
Court
that.
record, huh? Alright. Hang on, I have to... 1, 2, 3, 4...
Hey, that must have been when the
How?
scarf fell off.
What? Why is that? I'm supposed to present the photo on this, and they explain the reasoning, but I don't understand it.
I guess we'll find out, but that's weird.
Yeah. Like, they explain the reasoning, it just doesn't have anything to do with this statement.
Oh.
Huh.
Maybe just a bug.
It-
That's weird as hell.
It's not the
Is
witness's
the-
photo, it's the crime
There's
photo.
no way, like, the poor changed the order, right?
Oh, I think it's because it's like the scarf fell off into the mud, but her outfit is completely clean.
Okay. Because, yeah, it is the fact that her
Oh.
outfit is clean,
Okay.
but that's not very intuitive.
It's not.
I personally would rather present that on the statement where he said she fell on her stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that's because they wanted to bring in the fact that, like, scarf dirty, coat dry.
I guess.
It's still not good, but...
It's really not. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct?
Or any of the statements where they were talking about the rain? I don't know, like...
Yes.
Yee! And fuck, too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere. It was real moist
Much-
out.
You would call it soggy.
Soggy, much like the court
Soggy.
record.
No.
Soggy's a great
Seriously,
word.
what's
Soggy.
wrong with him?
Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere.
Soggy.
But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk.
And it is soggy from coffee now.
Soggy.
Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right.
In red.
In red.
A viable red
Wait,
statement.
we have the red truth button.
We do.
Something isn't right.
There we go.
Something isn't right.
Are her buttons correct?
Her buttons. That's a good question. Hang on.
I thought they weren't, but I may have just looked too fast.
Okay, there's 4.
Yes, they are. That's a women's coat.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also when you said that, I was like, wait, yeah, I think they might be backwards, but no, that's correct.
I know, just looked too fast.
Yeah. Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with the conditions that day?
The fact that she's not wearing a women's coat on not International Women's Day!
I guess like here, tummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, tummy, poke her tummy.
Take that!
Take that, pokes her.
Naturally, the answer is right here.
The victim's tummy.
She
Sorry.
clearly had a tummy ache on the day of the murder.
She can't be murdered when she has a tummy ache. That's when you
International
murder!
Women's Day.
On International Women's Day.
On International Women's Day?
As far as I can see, there is nothing strange about it.
That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day?
Sorry.
As being
Sorry.
Foggy.
It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. Just like the court record. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud.
Ugh.
That's exactly right. The other day, I fell down in a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled.
That was crazy.
I don't know playoff beard. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, what?
I
I
think you
also don't
don't
know.
shave it
Playboy
until
beard.
like a certain.
Bachelor beard.
I see.
Yeah,
That's
like
what
you
it
don't
is.
shave it until after the playoffs. I think. Good
Okay.
luck.
I would guess hockey.
I would imagine.
I do admit the crime scene was quite wet that day, much like the court record, and unlike my satchel.
You mean your purse, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
No, the purse isn't wet. I mean my set. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy.
Is this crime scene creepy or wet? It's a good crime scene,
Crime
sir.
scene cloth or
It's
what?
wet.
Pull out diagram and explain to judge what is creepy and what is wet. Grace, did you read this one yet? I forgot.
I said this shit.
Okay.
I think she did, yeah.
If your honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street because you're old as fuck, what, like 40? Your gorgeous hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet, but not creepy.
Oh, you're the one that said because it was raining, that's why there's mud on the scarf.
Yeah. Fortunately, I have yet to
You
test
can't
that.
prove that.
Still, your point is well taken.
Happy
What is
International
there?
Women's Day!
Happy International Women's Day, Ouroboros.
Happy International Women's Day. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day?
Yeah, bitch.
The surface of the bridge. Huh.
Deserves in the bridge, huh?
Surface of the bridge,
Surface of the
huh?
bridge.
Colonel.
The best thing testosterone. The best thing testosterone did for me was the Solid Snake impression. Nothing else matters as much as that.
Absolutely. That's why you go on
The surface
TV.
of the bridge
Yeah.
is muddy. You know, they call it the surface of the bridge because I didn't have somewhere to go for this bit, honestly. Can
Because
someone
it's bisexual?
please help, please. Yeah.
No, vamp isn't for vampire. It's because he's bisexual.
Really the wildest thing a video game could do for its first bisexual character.
Yeah.
For the
No, it's because
first,
he's bisexual.
The first time bisexual was uttered in a video game.
yeah, the first video game. That's the first time they ever said the word bisexual in a video game that we know of. And it's fucking
Huh.
that.
A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this.
Neither would a real woman. Happy International
International
Women's Day.
Women's
Happy International Women's Day.
Hair flick.
I love her little hair flick. It's so
That's
cute.
so
Thing. She's so
Of course
lame.
I
I love
can.
her. I literally love when a character is lame. It's my favorite thing.
It's so important to me.
It's
Ugh.
incredible.
Here is the evidence. Oh no, that's Mia. They cut to Judge. I'm a fool.
Here's the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was mud.
If it's the scarf, that's stupid.
I think
Is
it
it the
is.
skull?
Well, I think it's the scarf because they claimed that because Edgeworth claimed that it was muddy because the scarf was muddy because the bridge was muddy.
It's just like, hey, it's
Yep.
muddy because the mud here.
Yeah, it's muddy on account
Yeah.
of the mud.
Literally,
Muddy on-
it's so great to like just make characters lame in the most mundane ways. It's one of my favorite things to do.
It's so important. It's really been keeping me
really-
going in Yellow Jackets recently because every character in that show is so fucking lame in such
Oh,
beautiful
shit.
ways. They're all insane, but they're also all so aggressively lame.
That's beautiful.
What are your thoughts
I'm-
on this?
That's wretched, what you've shown me.
What?
Adrian just showed me. There's been a tweet going around that's somebody posts an image of a wine glass that is completely filled to the brim with
Oh,
Fireball.
with Fireball.
Yeah.
Ah,
Caption, everyone will be hearing from me tonight.
Yeah. That's scary. It's scary. That's how
That is
I feel about
terrifying.
it.
On the note of lame characters, I always think of, in the case after this, Gumshoe, when he's like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard.
Yeah!
so good.
Bridge to the Turnabout. I love you.
It's so good.
Alright. It's
Yeah.
muddy on account of the fucking mud. That's fucking 3 penalty points? Yeah, I guess because they're like, if you can't figure that out, come on now.
Yeah. The evidence is this scarf.
Ah! Scarf jump scare.
Scarf jump scare.
Oh my god, you can't just post
Scary.
scarf! I'm so scared of those!
No. Should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud. Boom.
No! No. I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo!
Happy International Women's Day.
I have to summon
Please put
everything
a
in
trigger warning on your
myself.
scarf pictures, Mia, come on.
God, I had to summon up everything deep within myself for that line. I hope
Good.
it paid off.
It did.
Had to hit the bimbo!
Yeah. God.
Hey, same to you, buddy.
That's an amazing response.
Yeah. And you also.
You're also a novice bimbo,
You also.
dumbass.
I am not a novice!
I have a question. What are Edgeworth's drinking habits? Because I can't.
The same exact as your.
Wow,
Fair play,
Automod. Automod is censoring women tonight.
Finally, Edge Lemons
Oh,
added
wow.
permitted term. You're also a bimbo.
Oh my god.
Automod
What do you guys
never
think
changed.
Edgeworth's drinking habits are? Because I am in between him being like the most insane, taking insane shots, or just being like having wine that he doesn't understand.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's very
identical to Yuri Knight, but he truly just loves cocktails.
Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna edit. He truly just loves cock for some reason.
Well, that too, but that's
That
unrelated.
too.
Yeah, I feel
Well,
like
I
he's...
wouldn't say unrelated.
That's the girliest cocktails ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, he in public, it is only just the oldest, most expensive wine that he doesn't
Oh yeah,
like.
but
He
like
gets the
he would
first-
be happiest if you got him like a fucking Long Island iced tea or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
Yeah.
if he goes out drinking, he gets out with like the fanciest wine, the most expensive wine
Mhm.
that he can find. He has like one sip of it, and then he's like, gets a cocktail on the low.
Yeah.
Gets another cocktail on the low, and he doesn't drink any of the fancy wine. He just has it to look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think Mia's a whiskey head.
There's a dumpy.
I could see.
There's the dumpy.
I could see Mia being a whiskey girl. I see that for her.
Absolutely.
I think she could
Diego,
fuck up a bourbon.
he drinks Kahlua.
I mean, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Straight
God.
Kahlua.
Or like coffee with Bailey's in it.
Mhm.
Miss Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me.
I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction?
Huh?
She looks so unimpressed.
That's nothing. For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Was that cool? Was that cool, you guys? Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
Die.
I'm gonna tear him asunder.
Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here.
I love being able to be insufferable. Oh, speaking of insufferable. Ah,
Good thing you do.
You summoned him.
you're doing pretty well. For a little kitten, not all
Not
caps.
capitalized. Mr. Armando, I forgot you were here.
Yeah.
I always forget just how misogynistic this case is.
It's so
Until they
bad.
go to it, I'm just like,
There's
Jesus
always
Christ.
gonna be at least one thing you forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attacks can come from any direction in this fucking one. Like, it's
Before we even
ridiculous.
get Melissa.
Oh,
Yeah, we haven't
you
even
call
gotten
her a
her
Discord
yet.
Kitten every
Oh.
moment.
You just call her his Discord kitten. Yes. Yep.
Constantly.
Every other sentence, yeah.
And she's just like, this may as well happen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
No matter what he says, contradiction always comes down to a lie, which is absolutely true. There's never just mistakes or
No.
anything.
This is true. People never make mistakes unless they only do lies.
Famously,
Yeah,
in a court of law, no one's ever
Yeah,
been mistaken.
no one has ever made a mistake or misremembered anything.
That's
ever.
why witnesses are known for
maliciously
their
lied.
infallible reliability.
Mhm, yeah, you can always.
Especially if it's unanimous.
You can
Yes.
definitely you can convict literally anyone of any crime due to with just a singular witness testimony because that's how reliable they are.
Yeah.
This is there definitely isn't laws that prevent you from convicting people based on testimony alone.
It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim.
It's always safer and healthier to assume that any mishap was intentional. You
That's-
should always
Literally.
assume the worst intentions and the worst faith in anything.
Yeah, this is
This is
this
how
is
we
very
should
true.
all live our lives.
Yeah.
That's how life and law works.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a healthy mindset that will take you very far.
Exactly.
And that's why we're all on Tumblr.
Years of being online has taught us all this.
Yes.
That you should take everything in bad faith forever. It's healthy and good for you.
Exactly.
You'll make so many friends and keep all of them.
Absolutely. And the moment they do something wrong, always assume that they're evil and then kill them.
Yeah.
Mhm. And say that you never liked them and that you never, all of that. You always got a vibe. It's always good to retroactively say you got a vibe anytime someone has done something wrong.
That's true.
Make a call out post immediately over every single thing they've ever done.
That's true.
Mhm.
When I'm in a misinformation session and my opponent is in the street.
God. I love spreading misinformation hard. I still have my first my first ever Anon-hate on Tumblr saved. It's really beautiful.
What is
Oh,
it?
that's so beautiful.
Oh my
Was that the
God.
one you got? I think you might have
it's
sent it
the
to
one
me.
I showed you, Josh. I will show it off stream since it is a controversy, but like I posted nothing that would prompt it. It's just a copy paste Anon-hate.
Yeah.
But still not something I fully want to share on stream. However, it is hilarious.
It is.
I still think about delete your account, muchacha.
Muchacha.
Greatest hate I've ever received when I ran a Twitter gimmick account. Just getting he I can't stress enough was spelled, it was the pronoun he twice, space between them. H-E space H-E. That is how they spelled he. Delete your account, muchacha.
Delete your account, muchacha.
Crazy.
Greatest messages I've ever received. And that was like a thing for like probably 5 years after that happened. My friends and I would quote it to each other just all the time. Anytime we were like jokingly, you know, in the same kind of context as you would say like blocked or fuck you or whatever, we'd be like, he delete your account,
Delete your
muchacha.
account, muchacha.
So important to me.
Oh my god, I need to find the beautiful anon hate I got on Curious Cat for Magalore though. It's like,
Oh, the one about Christianity?
yeah. 1 second, I need
Yeah,
to grab
it's
my phone.
scary.
We can continue while I do this.
Yeah.
Unplugging, sorry women.
Have fun.
I'll be back, women, I promise.
Grace, it's been 10 years. Have you read this line or not? I forget.
I have.
Okay.
Or
Hee
the
hee.
witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence. It's one of those free.
Free.
Boom. Music
Free bird.
stopped.
Free falling.
God, that took me back.
Oh my
We're
god.
gonna get freaking copyright struck.
Yeah, it was too accurate.
Sounds identical.
What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that.
That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over here that said it.
This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know.
Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court.
OMG, is
Oh
my
my
favorite
God, it's
woman
like-
Tom Petty here for the International Women's Day stream?
We've discovered the third.
We brought him
God.
back from the dead.
Yeah.
Revived
He's a
Tom
woman
Petty.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
This happens in Umaneko no Naku Koroni.
What does?
Someone coming back from the dead as a woman?
It seems that according to some of my theories, I won't elaborate.
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking
Okay.
about. I know what you're talking about. Yep. Yep, I understand. I understand everything.
Danica, I'm sorry, I've spoiled all of Umaneko with that. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is.
Yes. Bruno's chaos. False
Yeah.
evidence in this case is the. It's either the
Hmm.
photo or the testimony, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My assumption.
Okay, I found it. The iconic anon hate that I got on Magalore says, "You are a sinner. When Judgment Day comes, you will pay. You're hiding behind a meme account, making fun of Christians. Repent before it's too late."
Hell yeah.
Like, I can't
That's
believe
beautiful.
it's anything other than. I hope to God that this is this was a joke, but no one ever came forward about being the center of it.
Oh my god.
You are hiding behind a meme account making fun of Christians.
Not even spelling Christians right.
Yeah.
And you're accusing a
funny.
meme account of blaspheming.
Yeah.
Is wild.
It's It's everything. to
Also,
me.
like, what did you say that...
I'm going to kill God.
I suppose that
It was
might...
2019. Jokes about killing God were all the rage.
It was the fashion at
They
the
were.
time.
Especially because Magalore Day officially is on every Sunday, so it's just like I have replaced the Christian God. So it's my
I
day.
Yeah, I suppose if I were the type of person to really get upset about blasphemy against the Christian faith, I could see that being a bit much, but I'm also like, well...
If
Yeah.
Josh, I thought there was a famous you fact.
Of course.
As we all
Famous
know,
practicing Catholic, Josh finally ate
Yeah.
lemons.
Yep.
Yeah, is it the photo or the testimony? Because I feel like I remember it being proven later that there's something weird about the photo, but I feel like they want us to say the testimony.
Yeah, because we don't really have anything on the
You're
photo.
the easiest.
Yeah.
Yeah, killing jokes about killing God are kind of part of my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
With
testimony.
Tom Petty here, is
think
this
that's me.
stream majority Catholic? I need to look something up.
I'm not. I was
Really
never
loud.
Catholic at any point in my life, so I'm part of the anti-Catholic.
Yeah, I wasn't raised. I
Censor.
wasn't raised anything.
I was baptized
Okay,
Catholic.
so-
I wasn't confirmed Catholic though. I was confirmed
So
non-denominationally.
we need
So
to.
you're- so
we
you're
need
half
to
Catholic.
See Tom Catholic. We
Yeah.
need to see Tom Petty.
It's the witness's testimony.
It is a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness
I-
that's suspicious.
Do only Catholics wear cross necklaces?
Surely
know.
other Christians do.
Yeah, I think other Christians do that.
Okay.
Yeah, they gotta.
Okay, I just know us Catholics, former Catholic,
Mm.
child Catholic, fucking love our crosses, so I wasn't sure.
My main like point of reference for non-Catholic Christians is the family on Young Sheldon. I'm trying to think of if the mom were, as one, I'm trying to think of if the mom wears a cross necklace, and I feel like she does.
Southern Baptists love their crosses. That checks out to
There
me.
you go. Okay, that does make sense.
Yeah, I think that's a general
Yeah, there's
Christian
Southern-
thing.
They're a Southern Baptist on Young Sheldon. That's how I know things about Southern Baptism.
Do the other Christians also do the fish symbol, or is that more Catholic?
No, I think I see that at other places, but also I haven't been I haven't done anything with Christianity in a very long time.
Yeah. I know the fish symbol as being a Catholic thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's not, like, exclusive.
Okay, he seems to have pretty heavily criticized the Catholic Church. However, there's nothing more formerly Catholic than that, so inconclusive.
Yeah.
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 Grew up Baptist, saw the fish symbol and cross necklaces everywhere, can confirm. Okay. That checks out. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing more formally Catholic than having strong opinions on the Catholic Church.
Yeah, so we'll just say 2.5 Catholics, my favorite freaking sitcom.
I always think about the John Mulaney bit because he was raised Catholic and his ex-wife was Jewish, and she would like tell him about like awful things in the Catholic Church, and he's like, "No, we all know that.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
know that.
No one hates Catholicism more than Catholics.
Absolutely."
I feel like even the practicing Catholics have shit to say about it, because
Yeah.
like nobody's like a
Yeah.
real practicing Catholic.
Catholics are always... No Catholic is a real Catholic if you ask any other Catholic.
Exactly.
No one's happy about Lent.
No.
During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact.
I'm sorry, again, probably should not talk about religion so much on stream, but every day I do think about, like, why does the Pope think he has authority? Who gave the Pope authority, or whatever that tweet was? And it's like,
Yeah.
well,
It's like, well,
Catholic, sir.
according
God,
to your beliefs,
according to
God.
you.
Yeah. Who does the Pope think he is? Well,
Who put this guy in charge?
God.
According to the detective, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, Is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen?
Oh my god, I haven't seen him in years. Yeah, that's what the witness told us. I forgot he was here.
Ah,
That testimony is filled with holes.
Thank
After
you.
all, the victim's
Hole?
coat isn't dirty at all.
hole.
Post hole.
Danica and I are fucking amazing at this.
Valerie
You
Hoffman.
are. You're very good at reading when I accidentally skip shit.
And this is why you're paying us a single penny cut perfectly in half.
That's
The
true.
big bucks.
That's true.
Big house.
That's true.
Huh. It's not just true. It's the true.
Go fuck yourself.
What are you talking about?
Fuck up. There was a truly decisive witness in this case. I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place.
You do not under any circumstances gotta hand it to Diego Armando, but Boy Wonder is a pretty funny thing to call Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness.
He sucks bad. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears
Switching his coffee is something you should famously do to this guy.
that he would react really normally if you switched his coffee with something else, especially something that might taste slightly different.
Yeah.
Putting almond-flavored creamer in his coffee just to see what he does.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Doing it when he's looking away.
Is it cyanide that tastes like almonds?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. What?
So,
Grandpa?
Well, the thing is that at this point, he hasn't learned to hate things being in his coffee.
yeah.
That's true.
Specific.
He still drinks lattes in this one.
Yeah, he still has mocha. I find it so fun that after that he got poisoned by someone slipping things to his coffee, that's when he starts being like, you should never have anything other than black coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think that's
Again,
fun.
we're doing it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Moriboro said if it helps your feelings on him, he does earlier say men are like colonies of bacteria.
That's true.
They multiply when you apply.
No, it's like the more heat you apply, the faster they grow. Which, what the fuck does that mean?
He's
You know.
ancient.
You know,
You
men are
know.
like colonies of bacteria.
Saying this.
Yeah. It appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all.
You should brace yourself.
Inflation?
I'm just going through some of my favorited photos, and I just found this.
Oh my god.
The brutal.
I got
truth.
killed by Alba in that fucking.
Hunger Games Simulator.
Yeah, I miss
Yeah.
Hunger Games Simulator.
Hunger Games Simulator was so real.
It
Takes
was
me back.
it was always very fun to put your mutuals in that.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time.
Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time.
What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is.
Zoom in. What does he mean by the brutal truth?
God, this is how Ryukishi does it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Zoom ins on a black background. I wonder if this is a separate image file.
Might be. Bye, Gumshoe.
Now, let's proceed with the testimony.
Now I get to have 5 seconds of voicing Melissa Foster.
Melissa Foster, of course, the completely
Melissa
unrelated
Foster,
Melissa
of
Foster.
course.
Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons
In defense mode.
the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. I'm the woman.
Witness, what is your name and occupation?
Uh-oh.
This girl looks normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just Melissa Foster, famously.
I place my evidence face down and end my turn.
that is how court sessions do go.
Yeah.
And your life points can be attacked directly, right, Adrian?
Absolutely.
Yeah, at that point.
If you run out of evidence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter.
How much do you bet that was Doki Doki?
I was gonna say, there are a few things I love more than something that in English is really obviously an attempt to translate Doki Doki in a way that, like, we don't have a good enough equivalent.
God, so I told Yu-Gi-Oh! Earlier. In my childhood, I really wanted to be into Yu-Gi-Oh! But the one person who was my, at the time, friend who was into Yu-Gi-Oh! Anytime I won a duel, would try to break my hand, so I got a bit Pavloved out of it.
Oh no!
He never succeeded.
But what the hell?
Yeah.
Very normal reaction.
Yeah.
Grace, you have a lot of wild stories. Are you by chance Canadian?
Well, I was switched at birth
figured her out.
UB.
That's true.
For people who don't know UB, this is really funny because we have many differences, including 6 years of age.
Yeah.
5? 4. An amount.
Yeah.
A number of years.
A number.
Yeah.
Oh. I look at you. How can I put it? I like that she has scribblies in her eyes, kind of giving it a little darkness. You look as... Sorry, I don't think that's how you...
Scrumptious.
Yeah, they forgot a letter in scrumptious.
Scrumptious!
Well, you gotta say what it says.
Absolutely. You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes.
Timbits, even.
Yeah, a dozen Timbits.
Despite the awful line, I do want donuts now.
The thing about
I
donut
want
holes is they are
Timbits
good.
specifically.
Mmm.
Like, I grew up having Munchkins, but there's like a Tim Hortons near me that opened up like within the past year or two, and I tried Timbits, and they're so much better than Munchkins.
Can't go back. Ugh.
I really can't.
I used to live in Maine, and we had a Tim Hortons, I think, for some time, but I don't think they've made their way down here. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite.
You can't say that.
Yeah.
Not the
You
best.
literally
Hi,
so
can
very
I-
much
Hi, can I file for a mistrial? I think we need to leave.
immediately.
I
I
don't
think
wanna
we need
be
to get
here.
entirely all new everyone in here. I think, bye.
Yeah.
As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate.
I'm obsessed with the really jittery animation on those butterflies. They look fine if you don't look too hard at them, but if you really just sit there and focus on one butterfly for a bit, it looks very silly.
They could not do
I
too many
need to at least
things.
voice one line
Aggravated.
for her, guys.
No.
No.
We have an hour.
Yeah.
I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her.
Yes, indeed.
Please go to the save screen so no one has to look at her. She'll get shy.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman.
Of course.
Miss Faye, you could learn a lot from this man.
I fucking hate the courts.
If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one of me.
Sir?
Eh? Yes, my dear.
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Is that voice too quiet for the record?
No, I can hear.
I can hear it.
Ah. Just the epitome of don't mess with me. I will cry.
I will.
When you're mean to me, this is who you're being mean to. That's.
You are not a frog in a sweater. You are an eel with a gun.
It's so funny saying I want to drop 5,000 trucks in Ouroboros. I don't know if you know Ace Attorney based on your reaction to Armando, so that sounds so mean immediately, but trust me, we need to drop 5,000 trucks on her.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all.
Now then, may we please have your name and occupation?
My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department.
Trying
The
to
only
wield.
gun.
I am not mean to her because she's like this. I mean to her for very normal reasons.
Yeah.
You'll
You
see.
were on the scene when
We
the
made progress.
unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo. Is that accurate?
Ah! How can you be so mean?
Dog, what did I say?
The whale absolutely did not come through for us on Discord.
Oh no!
Oh no! Sad. Stream got it
We
at
just hope it
least.
came through on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Discord just gates audio differently.
Yeah.
Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that? A photo of two people that she took?
Scary!
It's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous.
Your Honor, I think I got a paper cut.
Your Honor!
Because I'm just like, I feel like you get a witness on this stand. Did you take this photograph? Has to be one of the most acceptable questions to ask in court, right? Like,
Almost definitely.
outside of what's your name, I feel like the next thing you definitely should be able to ask is, we have this photograph. Can you confirm that you took it? Next time I'll be forced to penalize you.
What the fuck? Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this is taken.
Oh, look at that. You want to hear look at this photograph, Ouroboros?
Anytime. Anytime.
Me pretending I heard it.
Yeah. You see, we have access to magic.
I can...
Is she-
Wait, I might be able to swing this such that... I might be able to change how the stream
it
works.
Is worth the
I don't know if we
That's
should
fair.
take the time for that right now.
That's fair.
You know another time.
Yeah.
Is she staring at me?
And you would be?
Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fey.
Scary.
Noted.
Faye, like the fairies? That's so scary.
I see. So you are...
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
Hitting her with a hammer and a hammer and a hammer and a hammer.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. Then, I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And then right after that, I called the police.
That photo doesn't show shit.
That photo shows two people standing within 10 feet of each other.
Yeah, it was scary.
It was so scary.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred?
I believe the map would be of help here.
I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field, surrounded by tall cliffs.
You should have fell.
Well, she's already done that once, and she lived, so
Yeah.
she might be immune to fall damage.
That's true.
Sad.
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to.
Oh ho ho! What a cute camera, just like its owner.
She used her
can't say
umbrella
that.
to slow the fall.
What was that?
She used her umbrella to slow the fall, of
Oh,
course.
of course.
Like Princess Peach.
Like Mario Kart, got it.
Yeah. Well, that's why she named her Melissa Foster, Mario Kart, same initials.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Mario Kart.
Alright then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel.
I'm gonna hit you in the head.
Mistrial, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Judge threatened me? I would
Do
love
we
to
have a
see...
contradiction already? Go ahead.
I would love to see someone just do a playthrough of Ace Attorney that is like, people do like the lawyers playing Ace Attorney, but I want to see one that's like, no other reactions, it's just like, here's a crime,
Yeah.
here's an automatic mistrial, here's a mishandling of evidence, like, I want to see like just a complete run
Dead
through.
silent, leaning forward,
Yeah.
and just mistrial.
Yeah,
No discovery.
yeah,
Objectionable.
yeah.
Conjecture.
Conjecture, yeah, exactly, like, I want
Leading
to...
question, leading
Yeah.
question, leading question,
Yeah.
leading question.
Yeah. I just want to see someone, like, raising all the objections or all the things that would be like, well, this would get the whole fucking trial thrown out instantaneously.
Okay, but can we, like, just present the photo when she says crucial moment? Or do we have to press her anywhere?
I think that should just work.
Because that doesn't show shit.
Because there's nothing crucial about that.
They're literally just just
They're just
standing
standing
there.
Like,
I'm just standing here.
the crucial moment, and it's two people standing the most rigidly you have ever seen.
Literally like the emoji.
Yeah!
Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment.
I love her.
Why haven't you presented a photo like that?
Well, you see,
The photo we presented was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, I forgot that was me. And what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
Oh. Yeah, my apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
You can certainly downplay a situation, can he?
I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean.
You ran out of film.
This photo was the last one.
What?
Is her camera in our evidence, or was that just we got shown it?
I think it's an evidence.
Okay. Okay, but we can't look further. Okay.
Nope.
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself, playing among the wildflowers, having fun playing.
Frolicking.
Yeah.
Going la 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 la.
La 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 la.
On a rainy day?
Yeah, apparently.
The witness herself, then who took the photos?
Huh.
Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it.
I am really just giving her Shannon voice, but menacing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shannon, but fucked up.
Shannon, but fucked up.
Shannon, but scary.
Yeah.
So you took photos of yourself? Like a selfie?
Like some sort of self-e? I remember taking some photos of myself once, too.
Just once.
Please, no details.
Hello?
Please, every detail.
What did he mean by that?
What did anyone mean by that?
Oh, I was about to bring back an old bit from earlier in this stream, and I was like, maybe I don't want to for this one.
What were you gonna say?
You know, after I...
Beat off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After he completed the hit video game Off by Mortis Ghost?
Yeah, he took some
That
pictures
was
of himself.
then.
After he completed hit video game by Mortis Ghost. Off.
Well, he had to show that he got the world record for beating off the fastest.
Of course.
Yeah, from getting world record and beating off.
Yeah.
He is on
Commemorative
screen
photo.
begging us to stop.
We're saying all this as Mia begs us for no details.
Yeah, please.
Please, no
It was
details!
real difficult to take the photo with only one hand since, you know, I had to get it ready while I was beating off.
I hate this. I'm sorry I brought this bit back to this one.
Happy International Women's
Happy
Day.
International Women's Day.
It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh?
Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo? Photos of the instant that you took with your very own eyes. That's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you fucking talking about?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Of course I am.
By the way, I really like your purse.
It is a circle! And it's not wet, it's not!
Very well, then. Let's get back to the cross-examination.
Wow, no one said shit about that.
I don't know why you're bringing up the fact that your purse is so wet. But now that you mention it, it does look very wet.
Let's hear your thoughts on the whatever that you witnessed.
Yes,
Sorry, I
Mr.
skipped it.
Judge.
Soggy, even.
It's okay.
Oh my god. Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk.
Ha! It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Not capitalized, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Only when he's addressing
Yeah,
her
it's sickening.
directly.
That's my title.
Yeah.
I'm the only Discord kitten in the courtroom. Turn around, try to run away. Oh, well, there's so much here.
The thing about that,
She only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back.
I feel like you can present it to either, right? Or are they
Yeah.
only gonna count one?
Let me see. Yeah, either of the last two statements, it looks like you can.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, good.
Because it's
And
like,
this
well,
is
come
the
on
one we were
now.
saying from the beginning, so...
Yeah, because it's, you look at the map,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Look at
fuck was
the
she running?
map.
Mm-hmm.
Why is
To
it
the
backspace
rocks.
for back and not escape? What fucking year is it?
Literally.
No.
4.
You're right, it's 4.
That's
Oh,
the
man,
year.
that's my least favorite year.
Sad.
Witness, your testimony is a joke.
Huh? What? But I just...
Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry.
Shut up, Your Honor. One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
You say there were 2 contradictions?
That's not possible.
We only programmed 1. It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area.
Look at this diagram.
According to her testimony, the 2 of them were in the middle of the bridge.
Ah.
But if they were, and the victim had turned around in red and tried to run, well then...
She would have hit a dead end.
You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have ran even 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side.
Ah! Whoa!
Yeah, she said that. What does all this mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor.
It's very shrimple, Your Honor.
It's very shrimple. It's as shrimple as that. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
Does she not have, like, long, lacy gloves? That's insane.
Nope, she's
Yeah.
barehanded.
Yeah. She feels like she should.
I believe
Yeah.
in one image of her, she has lacy gloves.
Interesting.
But that's
Okay,
after she
so
killed someone. That was when she
I
was
get-
pretending that that was when she was pretending to mourn over her ex-boyfriend who she murdered.
Mm,
Okay,
I
you're
just
saying.
been
Swallowed.
posted onto the Sprite.
mm-hmm. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court?
Beautiful people
That's
can't
unheard of.
lie.
You can't do that, that's illegal.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion.
What do you mean?
There's one major mistake in this diagram.
It's getting updated. What did you say?
What are you referring to?
It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it.
So you're saying...
I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove the bridge was broken during the incident. It was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Mia said that's ridiculous.
And then it
Oh, that's
Well,
ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence.
You're not sorry, motherfucker. Don't lie to me.
I'm sorry.
You'll allow me to present my fucking nuts.
Ha! That guy is good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. I lost my Diego voice, blah blah blah.
That's fine.
That's fine.
This is a professional
He's a
stream,
genius,
Grace.
alright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward?
Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
This is literally a normal accusation.
It was normal style.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No. It wasn't your fault at all.
Now then, Shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that this witness actually saw.
Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
She says as she's smiling.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster.
There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. We won't let this scary bimbo hurt you.
God. Melissa?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I just looked and I saw this post again, which made me...
That'd be great.
Yeah.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden.
Shut up.
He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
You can't just apologize for fucking giving the testimony. Bark, bark,
Yeah.
bark.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to perjure myself.
The jury.
Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte, which I love.
I love it when
Foreshadowing.
things are in my coffee.
Love
This
my
trial
little
isn't over
coffee,
yet.
with extra flavorings and whatnot.
Ha! That's what I like to hear.
All right, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please.
Contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack.
It sure fucking is. Get fucking killed.
Think we have to kill this girl.
Yeah.
You both are the only way. Shut up. Shut up.
Bitch,
shut
there's a
up.
river.
On the bridge over the
River.
bodies never get found river.
On the bridge over the famous
the body disappear
disappearing
river.
bodies river.
Yeah. I don't know, there's simply no way.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
It's not possible.
Could only use his car.
Yeah.
A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd.
Whose fucking car alarm is going off?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's me.
Terry's.
That's not even Grace's car, that's just Grace.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
She's
make
doing
that
that.
sound when I'm mad.
understandable.
There's a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Well, what is it?
So, Your Honor, if you open your fucking eyes and take another look at the map of the area, and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river.
I
No,
love
I
that
didn't.
she's throwing him under the bus specifically, being like, Mr. Edgeworth said something really interesting earlier, actually. I'd love to bring that back.
Really insightful, and I think
Circle
it's
back to
something
that.
you should all pay attention to.
Yeah. When Mr.
Thank
Edgeworth
you,
speaks, let's all make sure to
Mr.
listen.
Edgeworth. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. I don't sound like that.
I'm so glad Mr. Edgeworth brought this up.
It really is helpful to finding the truth, Mr. Edgeworth.
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found.
Damn, that's crazy.
I wonder where she is now. Anyway, if 10 murders were to occur all at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water.
You can bet your
My
boots.
boots.
Bet your boots.
Bet your best
But
boots.
it's still winter. There's still
That's
some
what it's
snow.
all
I
about.
can't bed my boots now.
And it's all soggy out there.
Okay, but if you win, consider the fact you'll get more boots.
True. We need more boots for this cold, cold winter.
Yeah.
For this soggy weather.
Soggy.
God, Dahlia's dressed crazy for February.
Oh yeah, maybe it's like one of those like really nice days of February like we were having last week.
That's true.
Oh.
Order, order, order! I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Fate. But I must admit it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river.
Oh,
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
Huh. How sad. How
How
terribly,
hilarious.
unbelievably sad.
Oh my god, I forgot. Today is also Miku Day.
It's Miku Day?
Yeah.
How come?
What?
3-9.
Oh, 3-9,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Miku. Yeah.
Oh,
Miku.
Oh, I thought they had a reverse. I thought that was September 3rd they did it.
No, Japan does month
Or
first.
okay. Nice.
Yeah, Japan I think is year, month, day is how they do dates usually.
Mhm.
How sad, how hilarious.
that's hilarious.
Miss Faye, you forget that we live in a society. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself.
Did you just tell me to kill myself?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yes.
Kill yourself.
What type of objection
try.
would you raise if the prosecution just straight up told you to kill yourself?
Prosecutors being
Harassment?
hostile.
Yeah, that's
If I had a nickel.
I just love it. Kill yourself.
yeah.
Nah.
After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
What are you talking about?
It's probably your womanly connection to worldly, natural
The
endeavors.
divine feminine.
The divine
The divine,
feminine.
natural, mystical, feminine.
That's something Edward definitely knows a lot about.
Oh, for sure.
Just all good to believe in.
Yeah.
My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Yeah, but can you fucking spin the chessboard around? Oh,
you
I know
fucking-
much about chess.
Oh, I'm sure. You and your mind chess.
With my correct pieces and movements.
Exactly.
The knight
Checkmate
is
is.
more powerful than the pawn.
Yeah, I was gonna say checkmate is when you defeat the knight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car.
That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us.
Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
I'm just so scared.
It's just, this courtroom is so creepy. I thought it was going to be wet.
Like your purse. And the court record.
God.
Oh, you're still here!
Yeah.
Jump scare. Was it a creepy jump scare or a wet jump scare? Who can say?
I
How
hate
sad.
that.
How hilarious.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again.
That
Happy
somehow
International Women's Day.
that somehow pisses me off more than the novice bimbo thing, honestly.
Yeah.
The mean lady is crazy.
Because it's misogynistic to both of them.
Yeah.
What is he talking about?
Melissa?
Alright, I'll do my best.
Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International
International
Women's
Women's
Day.
Day. How the fuck could you have known that?
Yeah, what? You didn't
Broke
fucking
into
see?
it.
You can't.
Can we see that she can't see from the cliff? I think we can, but also...
I'm pretty sure.
If he
think
can
so.
drive the freaking car, why does he need to break into the trunk?
Yeah, wouldn't
Yeah.
you have the
No.
keys? Yeah, because
There's
we can.
also...
She's claiming to
Yeah.
have been here. Your ass is not seeing the car.
And you can't see, like, in the photo, you can see that the trunk was broken into, but she was
Yeah.
not close enough to see that shit.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
shows that it wasn't him opening it.
Right, right.
Oh, he actually did just Flintstones the car.
Oh, the photo also shows the cliff right here.
Yeah.
That she would
So
not
you
have
can
been able to see
probably
the car.
present either, but I feel like the diagram is just narratively better.
Yeah. Let's hear. Can they fucking do something about photos that isn't this?
Literally.
That's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
Just some sort of preview. Anything. No. Just a fucking. It's a
No.
gray Polaroid. Fuck you.
No.
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 Alright. Like hell you did.
Well, Miss Foster, looks like we've done it this time.
Done what?
Made a crucial mistake.
Crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Face?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
Oh my
True
God, the
statement.
The killer?
The killer.
The killer. Side note, I was
See,
trying to find that
shame.
tweet the other day and I couldn't.
Oh no!
I don't know why. I couldn't find it, and I know I didn't delete it.
That's crazy. I wonder if I have it bookmarked.
I looked through my bookmarks and I assumed I would have had it bookmarked, but I couldn't find it.
Okay, well I'm gonna need to find that
Which is
again and then
terrifying.
bookmark it, because
Thank
we
you.
can never lose the killer.
There's no
I'll-
way it could have gotten deleted.
I
but,
know
like,
I have it
I
in my
couldn't find
DMs
it.
of someone.
I think I
so I'm
sent
gonna
it to
look
my
through
friend
that.
Ruby so I can check through our history.
What- what
Crowdsourcing.
fucking search party.
All
Yeah.
I did, I just searched my own account for On Guard, and I couldn't find it.
That's crazy.
That's so scary.
Maybe Twitter's just broken. I don't know.
Twitter
That's
search
probably
is
the
so
case.
freaking bad.
That's probably
Yeah.
all it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes.
Yes, and
Okay, Ariana Grande. It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram.
Take a look at the diagram.
The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here.
Mirror mirrors.
Do you see? Do you see what I mean? Even if you try to see the
what's
car.
wrong?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what's wrong in this picture? This outcropping, that's a cool word. This outcropping of rock is directly in the way.
I love the way that they've rendered this.
I'm
Sage found it, our hero.
Thank you,
Thank
Sage.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you DM it to me? I need it again.
that is, I'm tall.
I'm like really tall, you don't get it.
They made Tall Girl about me.
That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car.
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that would stop her from seeing the car.
You're
She's a tall
insane.
girl.
That's right! It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine.
Hair flick! I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash.
Because our courtroom is creepy instead of wet.
Huh?
And one would really think it was wet, what with all of Mr. Edgeworth's purse and the court record and Melissa crying.
God.
I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. But the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. You called it an outcropping, girl.
Yeah, you're the one who said outcropping. Ah!
Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But still, you claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
She said no.
No!
Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
That's a real word.
Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. Do remember that Mrs. Fay is a woman.
Mrs. Faye?
Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International
The
Women's
fact
Day.
that the escapee fled in a stone car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stone car and convinced herself that she saw
Conjecture.
it.
Conjecture.
Conjecture.
Leading suggestion.
Strike that from the
Yeah.
record.
It's
she was
repeatedly for one.
Strike that from the record, Your Honor. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Oh.
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Just like Mr. Edgeworth says. Not that I'm pulling it from him, though.
Oh shit.
Wait a
Hey,
minute,
wait.
you can't just say that.
Miss Fay, no one on the face of the planet is perfect.
You are nailing this voice.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
really
Like,
good.
Oh.
It's very good.
I
Miss-
love to be insufferable.
Miss Fay, nobody's nerfect.
It's a good place reference.
Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say? To err is human, to forgive, divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair.
So again, I do think it's really funny when there's a person who hasn't met me in stream like now, and I do my character voices, which are like this,
Yeah.
and like this, and then I speak in my normal voice
Yeah.
about 3 octaves higher, but I'm just that good.
It's the talent.
Huh. Save the tears for later, kitten.
But Mr. Armando, why are you still here?
Yeah.
Don't look back until the trial is over. Now it's the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair.
Yeah, it's International Women's Day. Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then, you need to remember. The other kitten's testimony.
You can say woman, Diego.
The killer
No.
broke into
Women's
the
Day.
trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
It's International Kittens Day.
No!
So
Wretched.
So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom.
I'm just imagining him staring into Mia's eyes while addressing Melissa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also fucked up that they have him say this when we knew it on International Women's Day.
Literally.
Give it to Mia.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Well, witness.
Can't believe there's misogyny in this case.
Unbelievable.
We did not know this. This is a complete surprise to us. We just picked a case at random.
Yeah. Of course, we definitely didn't purposely do this because we thought it would be the funniest.
Because it's extremely misogynistic and literally the perfect length.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry
Yeah.
that he broke into the trunk. Because there were marks left on the trunk lid.
It exploded.
I'm certain there were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
What? Let me see that photo. It's true. They certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
The judge is on our side. I can't make any mistakes here. Even on International Women's Day. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere? It doesn't work.
She's totally... No, it's perfect. It's fine. I see no issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we concede the case.
Yeah, she must be telling the truth. Sorry,
Yeah.
Carrie.
It's Women's Day.
Yeah.
Melissa Foster. Looks like you finally betrayed yourself.
Betrayed your own expectations.
Damn. Melissa?
What?
You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. Wildflowers.
Yeah,
But
not
even
wildflowers.
Wildflowers. But even
Those-
so, you knew about the scratches.
Those flowers were fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Craziest shit I've ever seen.
You gotta be careful around those wild flowers.
Mhm.
They can be dangerous.
The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches?
When I was dumping the body.
Finally. I finally got her.
Huh. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here.
Is he gonna spill coffee on the court record again?
Wet itself again.
God.
Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. I don't even think he's meant to be this insufferable. He just is that insufferable to me.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was
Corpse.
for the corpse in herself.
The corpse
For
in
the
itself.
corpse in.
Put
In
the
himself.
corpse to a
The
cell.
corpse in.
Whoops.
The corpse in the back
Sorry,
of
Danica, I
Corpse
know you're
in.
New York.
the
She got a
cat.
cup of coffee
Yeah,
and
yeah.
make an egg and cheese. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Herself.
Yes? What is it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. Stuffed the corpse in herself.
Mia went to college in New York.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Girl wants a burner.
Huh. You're saying she stuffed in the corpse herself?
The corpse.
Corpse?
The person who...
You think she put the corpse in the car?
Flop it out there, Kirby. Out there, Corby. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Wait, if you're a New Yorker, do you still live in New York? Because we do have Tim Hortons now.
Oh my god.
Melissa
Incredible
Foster,
news.
it was you that did it, wasn't it?
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
I see, I'm very sorry for your plight.
I'm gonna drive up to where you live and bring you a Tim Hortons.
Yeah, Oregon, famously an easy drive from where you live.
Yeah.
It might be a little cold when we get there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
he's
strap it
gonna
on top of my
restaurant
car.
Yeah.
Strap it on top of my car, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put a whole Tim Hortons restaurant on top of a 2016 Toyota Corolla, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to Oregon to bring Ouroboros, Tim Hortons, and I'm gonna bring Danica a Culver's.
Culver's.
I will
Fucking
pass
go.
by each other and wait.
Alright, just give me like 5 minutes. I don't think it'll take
Yeah.
too long to find a Tim Hortons and put on top of my car,
Yeah.
and I'll be
Yeah.
right on my way.
Yeah, that'll be pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say this
That's
one?
ridiculous! I could never! It was the man in the prison garb! He's the one that...
I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. False had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk,
I'm never gonna be able to say that word normally again.
Corpse.
Corpse.
Yeah, no, so many words have been ruined for me by Dwarfy.
Yeah.
I never watched
he would have simply
Raffia.
used
I'm
the
sorry.
cocky. He would have simply used the cocky.
Oh
There's
my
no
God.
need to break it open.
Cocky.
The khaki.
Cocky.
After we packed it.
Crikey!
Out by the river.
Cocky.
We packed the car out by the river, and then they used the khaki to get it in the trunk.
Cocky.
Yeah.
Cocky, mate.
Cocky.
Yeah. Use the
There's
khaki.
no need to break it open. The cocky.
What? He stole the car!
God,
Bostonian
it's
Dahlia
infection.
Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne.
What
Dahlia
are you
Hawthorne.
talking about? This is
Yeah.
Melissa Foster.
Dahlia.
The distinction between the New York dropping the R and the Boston dropping the R is New York is like a "or," and in Boston it's like a "ah."
Yeah.
This isn't Dahlia
Yeah.
Hawthorne, this is Melissa
Foster.
Foster.
Melissa Foster, yeah.
Faster.
Melissa Foster, I understand.
Faster.
I apologize to both Ouroboros and Danica.
Park the car. By Fenway Park.
Park in the car by Fenway Park, yeah. I always remember the sentence, pack the car and have it yad. The quintessential Bostonian
Maybe it's
dialect.
a good thing that my beautiful wife couldn't make it today because she is from New York.
Yeah, but she's from upstate, isn't she?
No, she's from Long Island.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Message with me later. I want to know where.
She moved like a long time ago.
Mm.
Okay, got it.
I'll never stop thinking about Drawfee. Yeah, it's spelled C, aw, whatever. Truly my favorite bit in, like, anything ever.
Julia Drawfee is one of the funniest people on the planet.
Literally, they asked her, like, 5 times how to spell it, and she kept nodding, and she was just like, fine. C, aw, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light on Valentine's Day. Which means that
God.
the key would have still been in the ignition. Otherwise, where the fuck could he drive it to?
Yeah, what was he gonna do with a car without the keys?
Again, Flintstones run it.
I see!
The fucking sound effect.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Mrs. Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That could have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk.
Mr. Falls, that's really
Mr.
good.
Do
Falls.
everything.
This is what we're doing now.
Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. That was really good.
Mr. Falls. They really... They
Yeah.
did
Also put the
themselves with these
body.
names.
That does look like how you would spell it if you were trying to spell it phonetically
Yeah.
with like a New York
Yeah.
accent.
Falls.
Falls.
Mr. Falls.
Preposterous! To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred.
We need more people to give Edgeworth an inexplicable Brooklyn accent. Enough of this British Edgeworth shit.
Yeah. And we already know at the time she was taking photographs.
No more to some bitch from California. He's now some bitch from Williamsburg. Now it's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary. I'm not too certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth.
Was the weather creepy or soggy? No!
There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Mrs. Foster herself.
The
Nice.
shutter for what? Surely the scarf.
Obviously, the attorney badge.
Oh,
attorney
naturally,
badge.
yes.
The camera.
Canberra.
Canberra. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we?
Take a closer look at that camera.
It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod.
As the stream goes on, all of the characters are becoming more and more like New Englanders.
Yeah,
Of course.
Of course.
of course.
See, that's
Plus.
why trials have to end in 3 days, because everyone gets more and more New York as it goes on.
Yeah.
And
Or
if
Boston.
it goes beyond 3 days, it's permanent.
Well, the accent keeps moving north the longer
Yeah,
the trial
yeah.
goes on. It goes from New York to Boston, and God forbid they start talking like they're from down East Maine.
Hello.
Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International
Happy
Women's
International
Day.
Women's
Pleasure
Day.
to have you.
Happy National Women's Day.
We've gotten punch drunk and have gone to New York. We're all going to New York.
Then Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Why?
Seven
It's almost as
Maine.
if she. Oh. We're gonna go to Maine. We're gonna pick up some Moxie. It's gonna be
True.
great.
Yes!
True.
We need a main judge.
Ace Attorney needs to add a judge that's from Maine.
Yeah.
It's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture.
That's my line read of that.
That's good.
What are you trying to say then, Miss Bay?
Cock.
Sure.
That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed?
Well, if she really did use the camera's auto time.
What
Gone
a
to the
time.
days of go to Brazil, come to New York as in fact no.
Then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else. It's raining somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Would the defense please explain further?
Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? And answering that question will make clear Miss Foster's true identity. I cannot do his voice, and also wherever the fuck we are right now.
I think it's beautiful.
We're kind of in Connecticut at this point.
Yeah. Maybe Vermont. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred? There's simply no way to know.
Not one.
Naturally, the witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing.
The music starting up.
Yeah, they stopped it for like a sec.
Yeah.
Order! Miss Faye, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may.
No. You may not.
You may not.
Okay. After partying with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car.
Ka.
Car. Car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met with the victim.
How asinine! Of course Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls.
Terry Falls.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? At the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo is not Valerie Hawthorne.
This world is beautiful.
It really is. Terry Falls and his sister Niagara.
Niagara. And their cousin Gravity.
I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo?
It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. Possible. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. Well, British with it. It was you, Melissa Foster.
We're just gonna end up transatlantic.
Yeah, that's where we're all headed.
That's fine.
Melissa?
I like really picked up on the Discord mic. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Delightful.
Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day.
Soggy also.
Foggy and soggy.
It was foggy, soggy, and soggy.
Soggy. Mr. Falls himself believed that Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. They were kind of Atlantic, so true.
Real.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well.
Yeah, if you're a
After
fucking
all,
idiot.
she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted.
But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. A federal penis. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You are just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
Got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like.
Freaking baby shit.
Literally. I say so.
Say so. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear the scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left.
Ugh.
In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne, even me.
It was me, Your Honor.
I did it.
Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster?
I'm also wearing a whitish scarf, so...
Close enough to white scarf.
Yeah.
No! No!
She's died.
She's
Dies.
died.
Yeah.
Died. And the case
Happy International
ends.
Women's Day.
She was
Happy
delicate.
National Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day. We killed women.
Where's Miss Foster?
She's collecting herself in the lobby.
Not the capital
That's why
L
they call it
lobby.
a lobby. That's why they call it a lobby, because law.
Oh my god,
B.
that's so right. That's true.
And they watch B-movie.
Yeah. That's also true.
Lobby. Lobby.
Lobby.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Lobby.
Hmm.
the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it?
Well, isn't that obvious?
Isn't obvious.
Isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit.
Ha!
Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. Defense and prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood.
Very well, this court is in recess. I'm going on the swings.
God.
Whee!
And that's gonna have to be it, I imagine.
Kind
Yep.
of flawlessly timed, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
The case is over.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah, the
exactly
case is
how-
over,
We did it!
everyone. Nothing happens after this. Nothing bad,
Yeah.
especially.
Yeah. Good thing we stopped here, otherwise something bad would have happened.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, it wouldn't.
I think we paused the game here.
Yeah, it would have been fine.
Melissa died.
That's true.
Game end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
we
true.
want. It's a good ending. This case has a great ending that is only
found
good
it.
for everyone involved.
Yeah.
And justice prevails.
Exactly.
Yeah, justice definitely prevails.
Justice
Edgeworth
prevails.
loses.
For all.
Yeah.
Edgeworth loses. So he's never had a perfect win streak.
That's true.
Mhm.
Melissa
Yeah.
dies of cringe, everyone rejoices. Exactly.
And the charges are dropped on Terry Falls for this case, and
Yep.
things just return to normal for him.
And nothing
Yeah.
was weird about Terry Falls.
No.
Yeah. No, he's just given a nice snack and sent on his way.
And he's like, I'm perfectly normal about women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Precisely.
I've never said anything weird.
Not
This is
even
what
once.
happens.
Never,
Happy
ever.
International
Not even
Women's
once.
Day.
I'm so glad that there's never any misinformation on stream. We would never lie to
We
you.
would never lie to you.
We've never
Didn't we
lied.
say this is educational?
We only say true things on the internet.
That's true.
Thing is, one of us lies, and one of us lies, and one of us lies, and one of us lies.
None of us tell the truth.
No, we all tell the truth. What are you talking about?
That's true.
Of course.
This is a terrible liar's puzzle.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us this beautiful
Thank
International
you.
Women's Day. Danica, Grace, it was a pleasure to have you both for
It
once
was
in our
so
lives.
beautiful. Ori, I will
Yeah.
see you in approximately 9 minutes.
We passed the
Thank you
Bechdel
so
test.
much.
We
Thank you so much for platforming
Happy
women.
International
Of
Women's
course.
Day. I hope you all enjoyed the first stream to ever pass the Bechdel test.
That's true.
And thank you for all of the donations to women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Because of you, we
did.
made $5,000.
Yeah, we made $5,000.
God.
Of course. No, so we actually
So
only
we
hit
opened Turnabout
4,999, so we can't play Turnabout Academy
Sad.
unless.
Yeah. After taxes, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the taxes
exactly.
really got to it.
Thank you, everyone. This
Yep.
was such a fucking delight. What a pleasure to have you all. Adrian has to bounce, so we will be ending it here. Depending how we feel, we're playing Splatoon with the squad tomorrow. We might stream it, we might not. It kind of depends on the vibe. We'll tell you probably 2 minutes before it happens.
Happy International Women's Day.
$5
Happy
million.
International Women's
Wait,
Day.
Women's Day. $5 Wilhelmina dollars. Of course. Happy International Women's
Happy
Day,
International
everybody.
Women's Day. I love
Happy
you all.
International Women's Day.
Can Grace and I say it first?
Absolutely.
Because we're platforming.
Of course, of course.
And with that, you ready?
Happy International Women's Day.
Women's Day.
And
And have a good
Have
one,
a good
guys.
one, guys.
Have a good one, women.
And may you
Guys,
crank
and
it thrice!
Have a good one, women.
Have a good one, women.